The Gentleman. This is a crime comedy drama series which was released on Netflix and let me also tell you that there are 8 episodes of this series and each episode is between 40 to 60 minutes and finally I have seen this series and I am sharing my good or bad experience through this quick review, so let's talk about my experience of this series without wasting much time. So first let me tell you a little bit about the story of the series. In this series, you will see the story of Eddie after his father's death. All his property and business is transferred to Eddie and then Eddie finds out about a big drug empire hidden under his family's house and then Eddie has to face some dangerous people related to the world of crime. So will Eddie be able to keep himself and his family away from the world of crime? To K all this, you have to watch this series. Let's talk about my experience of this series. So first let me tell you that this series is a spin-off. The movie The Gentleman was released in 2019, but to watch this series, you don't need to watch that movie. The story and character-wise, there is no connection with that movie. You can watch this series directly. The question is, how did I like this series? So this series is made by Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie has already made some very good movies on the crime genre and he has a special storytelling style and many people are fans of that style, and I am also a small fan of his storytelling style, and I was waiting for the release of this series, and when I have seen this series then I will just say that this series is mindless entertainment and overall it is a fun experience. Especially the start of this series is very good. The first 2 episodes are very entertaining and they easily develop your interest in the story and characters, and only the first 2 episodes have been directed by Guy Ritchie. Both those episodes are a very good start of this series, and then the rest of the episodes have been directed by different directors, but they have also continued the style and tone of Guy Ritchie. But the problem is the writing of this series. It is not a cleverly written show, and after the first 2 to 3 episodes the fun of the story starts to fade away and you will start to feel the drag and stretch of the story. I think this series could have been easily finished in 6 episodes. The subplots that you will see in this series, those subplots will not add anything special in the main storyline, but the good thing is that the main characters of this series are fun to watch. You will see a lot of colorful and interesting personalities of the characters, and because of the characters, you will be engaged from start to end. You will see the characters dealing with some funny situations in this series. Overall, this series will entertain you in some parts. The rest of the series will have the use of dark comedy which will make you laugh a little, and in the story, you will also see twists and turns, but mostly, the twists of this series are predictable and there is very little action in this series. So if you watch this series for the sake of action only then you will be very disappointed, but you will definitely see violence in this series. The performances of the other actors are good. The music and production work of the series are also good. In short, I think this series is a fun to watch experience. If you like to watch crime comedy shows then you can watch this show once and have a good time, but you don't have to keep your expectations high. I will rate this series 7 out of 10, and yes, this series is not to be seen with the family. You will see a little sex scene and nudity and you will see violence in this series. You will hear adult language in this series, and the story of this series has been ended in such a way that even if this series doesn't come in season 2 then the story of season 1 is complete. You don't have to wait for season 2, but along with this, the creators of this show have kept the doors open for season 2. If they want, they can easily continue the story of this series in season 2. So how did you like this series? Do give your opinion in the comment section. If you like my video then do like it and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Then we will meet in some other video. Thank you.